Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dork Trek. Dennis Black and Asian is here. Hello, Dennis.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay?
Are we being sexy?
No. Well,
You got like sexy voice going.
that is a sexy intro. But I want to ask you.
I can roll with it.
I want to ask you a serious question, Dennis. I
Ooh.
want you to answer me honestly.
Yes.
Did you cry watching this episode?
No,
Did you get choked up a little bit?
not really.
Really?
Yeah, I got interrupted a lot watching it though. So.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. At the end of the episode, I got choked up a little bit. I got choked right there.
It was nice.
Right there.
I felt it, but
Right there. I got choked up earlier. Just biting the old hand. I don't want to cry. Love is a beautiful thing, no matter in what shape nor size it comes.
love is a wonderful thing if you listen
Yes.
to Michael Bolton.
Yes, love is a wonderful thing. Make you cry through the pouring rain. Love is a wonderful thing. Yeah, I love this. Man, I just don't want to jump right into it, but I love this episode of Deep Space Nine. I don't think you can't help but love this episode of Deep Space Nine. It's got everything.
It's pretty good.
It's got sex. There's sex in it.
There's humor. There's intrigue.
Yes, there's gambling. There's the B story. How good is the B story?
The B story's pretty good.
B story's good. Like, it's a good B story.
I'm glad that, because sometimes this is one thing we didn't really talk about it during the Little Ship episode, but every now and then they come back to, oh yeah, Julian's brilliant, you know?
Yeah.
Like in the Little Ship, he was kind of fucking dumb, because when they were explaining, like, they were talking about something about how to like sensor readings or something, and he was like, explain that to me in English. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to understand everything.
You're genetically enhanced. No, but I'm not even talking about that part of the B story. I'm talking about the part of the B story where, like, Julian reveals that he still kind of has feelings for Dak.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Like, that moment between Quark and Dak, Quark and Julian, how they're talking about how they were both in love with Dax and they let her slip away. I thought that was good. That's good character depth right there. That, yes, they're friends, but Julian still carries a torch for her. I thought that was cool.
I think I would have believed that a little bit more if, like, Julian was getting lit, you know? Like, if he was 4 to 5 Romulan ales in, and so his defenses were down, but he was, like, trying to seriously win the match. I don't understand why he kind of just fell into that trap so easily. It was obvious what Quark was doing.
Oh no, it was obvious what Quark was doing, but I still thought it was effective and it came up naturally because it's a game that only Jadzia is allowed to play with the other Ferengis, and they just kind of brought it up and they just talked. She's a charming woman. You know, we had her in our midst and we let her go, and what a mistake we made. I thought it was, and like,
imagine dropping that on you every night. Hell yeah.
Get to connect them dots, baby. But it was really well done.
Right, Jenny?
I can't, Jenny, I'm not hearing you.
I can't hear you, Jenny.
Your mic's not working.
All right.
There you go. The best part is I heard you mouth.
Plug it in.
The best part is I heard her mouth. God damn it. I saw it. But no, I really enjoyed the B story, the Julian love triangle B story with Quark and Jadzia and Worf. I thought it was awesome.
I really wish there was more B story.
They did kind of just drop it.
Yeah.
like, oh, we're done with this.
Honestly, like towards the end, because I just finished it, like I was starting to fast forward. I was like, when are they going to get back to the B story?
Oh,
they're not.
You like the B story more than the A story.
I did.
Because before you got here, I asked Dennis if he cried at the end of the episode because Jadzia and Worf love each other so much, and he said, "No, I got to admit, I got a little choked up."
I don't see any tear streaks on Jenny's face, so I'm guessing the answer is no for her.
You're asking the wrong person today, boys.
Man, fuck all that.
She's like, I had to fight that fucking tunnel.
I had to fight the tunnel. Like, yeah, I have romantic problems right now. So I'm like, fuck this shit.
So this
Fuck
was
them. Let her die.
see, but the thing
I
is,
don't care.
now since you just
you
said
want us to call some Jimmadar to go handle it for you?
Yes.
well, but the thing is, though, now I'm worried because I'm afraid we won't get an actual honest review from Jenny because you just said that you're having romantic problems, and this is clearly the wrong episode to watch when you're having romantic issues.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it really
this is how when Star Trek came on TV, how you would experience it. You would just watch it no matter how you felt, you know? Like when it was coming out live, there was no DVRs or anything.
It was not
like
live.
that. I mean,
it was on videotape. No, they weren't performing
You know
this
what I mean.
live.
What? They weren't? They weren't doing special effects on the fly?
Do you remember that episode of The Simpsons where Homer is Poochie and he asks, are we doing this live? And she says, no, Homer, that would be very hard on the animator's wrists. But no, so yeah, I don't know if Jenny's going to be in the right mindset to review a love story so deep and pure as Worf. And
I'm fine.
all right. Well, I'm sorry that you're having some romantic issues.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It'll work itself out.
Why do I see, when you say everything's fine, why do I see that dog in a burning room?
He's literally like up there in the corner.
Oh, yeah?
That's funny.
He's kind of my spirit animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this episode kind of starts with some gambling. It actually starts with the B story, because they reveal that later that we're watching Tonga.
And see, that would have been nice to like bring that all back together at the end.
Yeah, but how are they going to do it? What are they going to be playing?
Like it all branches off from here, and it would have been nice to come back at the end like Jadzia rolls up and beats Quark or something.
Well, after her life-saving surgery, she's playing Tonga in the hospital room.
Like she's trying to recover, and so they bring in the Tonga table into sick bay.
I don't think that's
beat the shit out of Quark.
That's not the important
part. If you win,
you
live.
I'll give you some plasma. But yeah, it's they're playing Tonga and they make bets and Jadzia loses and Worf hits her with like, "Oh, you're the best loser in the whole wide world."
I'd rather lose money on you than win with somebody else.
Yes, you're the biggest loser.
Yeah.
I dream about losing my pants to you every night.
Lose my anal virginity.
Ew, but they do have sex, so that's pretty hot. And I will say this, we don't get to see Worf with his hair down very often, but man, that dude's got some great hair. I mean,
I think Jadzia gets jealous sometimes. She's
wouldn't
like,
you?
Of course I would.
That's why she spends so much time brushing her hair. She's like, I have to have these luxurious locks.
Dude, because Worf, when he lets his hair down, I just like, wow, he looks amazingly cool. Because you forget, because he's got that weird like bun thing tied to his head. But wow, he's got great hair.
He's got the Klingon beehive going most of the time.
Yeah, well, because he's got that weird ponytail thing going.
But
he wants to look good. He wants to look good for Kalis, though. So
I gotta pray, little
Kalis. What's up?
Hang on.
What's up, my little Kalis?
Gotta get my hair looking right for Kalis. He's got great hair. I mean, so beautiful. And it's weird too that they make everyone with long hair have the same Janeway hairstyle. Like they all have that weird, like kind of helmet ponytail thing going on. Because Worf has it, Jadzia has it. In this episode, it's all that weird kind of like kind of thing going.
Maybe it's like a military thing. Like in the military, if you have long hair, aren't you supposed to like pin it up a certain way or something like that?
No, what's her face? I mean,
but it's also it reminds me of like secretaries in movies or TV shows. Like they have like the pen or pencil in their hair and like puts it up in the back or something.
Worf pulls out a batleth. Yoink. But not with what's her face? The why can't I remember her name? Marina Sirtis, who was And
Counselor Troy.
yes, Counselor Troy had her beautiful hair all running down her body.
But she was always wearing like an alternate uniform anyways.
Mhm.
No cut shirts with a tickle bitties hanging out.
They're like, she's not really Starfleet.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what
She was
does.
sucking somebody's dick to get all those like waivers. To get.
Riker.
Well, I don't think he has the kind of power that can change a uniform.
Yeah, but I
on
think
the ship.
he may have tricked her into believing that he did. No, baby, I can get that straight for you. Don't worry about it. Just gotta let me videotape this. I'll show it to the right people, Mama.
Yeah.
Number one, weren't you supposed to talk to Troy about her outfits? It's like, I'll get right on it, sir.
Check out this data pad that I got. I gotta show you some new reports on the ship. Look at them evals, Mama.
Look at my pad, PADD. The extra D is for, you know what it is, baby. You can be my
These
mind.
nuts.
Yeah. But they make sweet love, and in a very
Why can't they show that?
Yeah, right. In a very furry.
Now, see, I was thinking though, like, do they ever have Klingon sex? Because I know they did, like the first time they hooked up, because she was like complaining or, saying, "Oh yeah, my pelvis is shattered" or whatever. To when she was talking to you guys don't remember when she was talking to Cisco?
Yeah.
And she was limping around and shit like that. Like,
Relationship goals.
Shit out of me.
Got busted. But I mean, maybe, we don't know how. I mean, because you know how sometimes though, Dennis, it's not always going to be the full on, like, it's just, you got to lock the door. The kids are in the other room. Let's go quick, chop.
Yeah.
Let's go. Maybe that's what this is. They're like, okay,
Rangers are in the Jeffries tubes.
We ain't got time for all that, Jack.
You never know when Nog's going to pop his head through the wall.
Nog is running some Ethernet cables.
I mean, you can't do the full kinky shit like every single time.
Yeah.
You have
But
to
that's standard Klingon sex, though, right?
Yeah, but Worf's only half Klingon, son.
No, he's fully Klingon. He was just raised on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So he don't know. He doesn't know all the rules.
That's kind of why he never wanted to bang anybody before. Like, there was a big deal about him dating Troy because he was like, "Oh, any woman who's not Klingon isn't tough enough for me. They can't take the pounding that I deliver."
She's like, I've been with Riker, so I kind of know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, all right."
Well, you're not going to choke me, are you? And he's like, well, that's savage and barbaric. It's like, okay, then I'm good.
No, I want you to. Riker does it so good.
Till I pass out. You got to throw a cup of water in my face to revive me.
You can't die yet. You don't die till I say you die.
You don't die till I nut. But yeah, no, it's it's cute. They have some on the most luxurious furry blanket I've ever seen. Like, that blanket was intense. And then they wake up and then they have to go on a secret mission because everybody's gone.
And apparently Worf has sex with his shirt on.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he hasn't been doing enough push-ups or something. His chest isn't looking right.
You're a little self-conscious.
Yeah, he's like, I want to leave my shirt on, please.
He doesn't want to see like the cat tits hanging down from his belly. Oh shit.
Well, I mean, Worf seems like the kind of guy that would keep his shirt on. He's probably got socks on too, I bet. Because he did. The Klingons do hate the cold,
and a little mini batleth. He always sleeps with a little mini batleth.
Maybe he was just chilly because Klingons hate the cold, and he was like, Jedzi, I get cold. I want to leave my shirt and socks on.
She's just letting it all hang out.
Please let me leave my shirt and socks on, please.
She must have been wearing like the Naked Gun Velcro clothes because she got naked real fast.
It's not hard to take a nightgown off, though. She just whipped it over her head.
Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, she was wearing a nightgown.
Yeah.
He probably just ripped it off of her.
Yeah. No, she threw it at him.
Yeah.
It was like an 80s commercial or something. Like Worf is sitting there with his sweet long hair, then all of a sudden he gets hit by...
He's like, yeah, Kalis. What's up, Kalis? Ooh.
What's up? What's up, nightgown? Aren't you supposed to be on her? Mm-hmm. And then they get down to it, the brass tacks of it. And then, like I said, then there's the mission that they have to go on. It's a top secret mission. This episode just feels cool because there's some hot sex, there's some gambling, there's a top secret mission, there's some spies. Like, it's got a cool vibe to it, you know?
Yeah.
And running underneath that, it's like the love story, like Mr. and Mrs. Bond, if you will.
Yeah, because they're trying to figure out their honeymoon location,
which is so super.
She wants to go to this, like, super pampered resort planet. That's not Ryza. That's like super Ryza.
Who would go to Ryza on their honeymoon? Like, I mean, unless they're just swingers.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like going to hedonism on your honeymoon.
Riker would.
Riker would. Yeah.
I want to go to that swing resort because, share and share alike. You know what I'm saying? But no, she doesn't want to go to Ryza. She wants to go to some other super planet that's even better. It's like Super Ryza. And and then Worf is like, sure, that sounds great. And then
it's Ryza on Viagra.
Yeah. And then Jadzia is like, this is too easy. What's going on here? Because Worf is being very agreeable and he's being...
And, because of this whole exchange, like when they finally land on that planet and start going through the jungle, I was thinking, I was like, did Worf set this up? Like, is this his way of tricking her into the honeymoon that he wanted? Because it's almost exactly like they're hiking and shit like that and sleeping out under the trees and everything. I was like, I think Riker tricked her. Worf tricked her.
There's random.
Riker would trick her like that too.
Yeah, Riker would trick everybody. And I did like the subtle shot they threw at TNG. Ronald D. Moore threw in here the little jab when Worf is like,
oh, I guess it sounds like a pretty boring ship.
Yeah, Worf is like, on the Enterprise, I was known to be quite hilarious. And she's like, that sounds like a boring ship. Like, damn, dude.
Yeah. You know who had that opinion? Data. So.
But do you think that was a subtle jab at TNG? Because we make fun of TNG all the time for being sometimes kind of boring. Yeah. So you think that was Ronald D. Moore's way of like poking the bear?
Yeah, he's like, you don't see staff meetings on this show.
No,
we don't spend time in the conference room talking about shit. We go do shit on this show.
You don't see multiple staff meetings on one episode in the show. They used to have like 3 or 4 staff meetings an episode.
Yeah.
The only show that had more staff
this time we're going to conference room B, everybody, okay?
Someone set up the slide.
Ooh, conference
PowerPoint.
Conference room A was too chilly for me this time, buddy. Let's go to B. It's much warmer in there.
Oh, I think we're using a new template now. So can you please just adjust the layout for me, please? Thank you.
You need to work on your TPS reports, buddy. They're not looking good.
It's a whole new cover sheet now.
Who's bringing the snacks? Must have snacks.
We must have a staff meeting to determine who's bringing the snacks.
Yes,
the real staff meeting.
The only TV show that had more staff meetings is The Office. Like, that's it.
Snack meeting.
The party planning committee has to get together and plan Wolf's birthday party. Come on, guys, let's go.
Party planning.
Who's in the party? We all in the party planning committee. Come on.
And Angela's there. It's like Angela. She's not even dressed up in a Starfleet uniform. She's in her little sweater and skirt.
Space Angela. Yeah. But yeah, they have their party planning committees. But yeah, I thought that was a cute little shot at TNG. I got a kick out of that. And then they land on the planet, and then they go, like Dennis said, on their honeymoon, their trek through the woods, through the jungles, looking for this guy, because the whole plan is they needed to go to these coordinates to get a message from this Cardassian dude. And the Cardassian dude is like, hey man, I think they're on to me, because he's feeding the Federation information about the Dominion, and he's like, hey, I think they're on to me. They're taking me to this planet. I need you guys to get me out of here, because if not, they're going to kill me. So I worked out this whole plan. I'm going to leave the base. I'm going to walk through the jungle, and you're going to pick me up here. You got 2 days to fly there and 2 days to pick me up. So let's do it. Chop, chop. And so that's what brings them to this planet deep behind enemy lines, if you will. I will say it was pretty easy to get behind enemy lines. It was almost too easy.
Exactly. That's what made me think more that this is a setup. Oh, we have to land 20 kilometers away from the rendezvous point. So we have to trek through this jungle, blah, blah, blah.
Well, to be fair, that was Jadzia's recommendation. She didn't want to get any closer. She said, we got to be far away because I don't want to get caught by the Gemma dog.
Worf had already scoped out the planet and made sure that rendezvous point was inaccessible.
This would be perfect to get my hiking in.
I will say, though, the asteroid field scene, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool graphics.
It was good. It looked cool.
They surprised me a few times in this show with their special effects.
Especially for like late 90s.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It's not even remastered.
And to be fair, too, I mean, that was the only real special effect we've had in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they must have just shot their wad on this one, you know?
Well, now keep in mind that the Little Ship episode won an Emmy for its special effects, and that's in the same season. So it's not like they dumped the whole season budget into that, you know.
It's true.
It's pretty impressive.
It was a good looking effect. The little asteroid field. It was exciting. It was good.
Yeah, would have been cool if like TIE fighters came out of nowhere and started chasing them,
or like the snake worm came out and tried to bite him.
Yeah.
That's just a sock puppet, baby.
Yeah.
That's a Muppet.
It's a big sock puppet, though. Sock puppet will fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was cool.
Get in my belly.
And then while all this is going on, back at the station, O'Brien wants to learn how to play Tonga so he can beat Quark.
Yeah. Like they had a 3-hour sex romp planned to go find these missing spies in East Berlin, but you know what that means.
That sounded super fun though.
Yeah,
it does.
It basically sounded like the plot of Atomic Blonde without all the 80s glam and Charlize Theron kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, but it's the holodeck. They could do that if they wanted to.
It's true.
Miles, the only way that we can get out of here is if you make out with me. Again, Julian? This always happens.
God,
the secret code is in my butthole.
Yeah. Deepa?
You got the code. I love how they just...
It's 26 characters long. You got to really get in there.
Disarm my prostate.
That's where
oh no, it's going to go off.
That's where all the valuable information is. Oh, information. I got all that information all over my face. Some of it got in my hair. God, I love information.
Quick, swallow that information so the enemy doesn't get it.
Yeah.
It must never fall into their hands. Let me swallow it. Now swap it with me, too, so I can swallow some, too. They could kill you and open up your belly to get the information, so give me some.
Yeah. It'll be incomplete until we join them again later.
Yeah, God, swapping. No, it was cool, man. It is fun how they use the holodeck like we use escape rooms now. Because essentially that's all I kept thinking. Like, it's just an escape room. Like, oh, there's some secret plot. We should start our own, like, escape room, but just call it the holodecks. And it could just be whatever. This is the that you go into. Yes. Yeah, we kill it with the Star Trek crowd. You know, make a Robin Hood themed one, make a Moriarty themed one would be good. Mark Twain, right? And like just
the pirate ship one.
Yeah, the holodeck, and then you're in, man. It's just
and one, of course, has to be like a symphonic concert with 4 random crew members and Data. The only way to escape is to listen to the whole concert and not fall asleep.
It's possible.
It is. But then you see Sarek crying, and you're like, "What? There's something going on here."
Yeah,
because he's got space madness. Yeah. So I'm telling you, that's our next business venture. Don't anybody steal that who's listening. The holodeck.
Trademark, copyright.
Yes, escape room. Star Trek themed escape rooms. and Ben could just do the narration for the Mark Twain was time was, and it would be awesome. Like, think about how great that would be.
It would be awesome.
You know,
Next year at Star Trek Las Vegas,
somebody else is probably
the Dork Trek escape room.
somebody else has probably already thought of this.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No, they've probably done like holodecks or whatever, but as an escape room, I doubt it.
What was the one Picard always used where he was the detective? Franklin
Dixon
Dix.
Hill.
Dixon Hill, there it is. Yeah, Franklin Dix. Hey, what's up on Franklin Dix?
You just knew dicks were involved.
Yeah, I knew there was lots of dicks. Dixon Hill. Hello, I'm Dixon Hill, buddy. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. We should do this for real.
I'm Dixon Butts. Nice to meet you.
Dixon. I'm Dixon Mouth. my
Oh, that's a
partner.
very peculiar last name.
Yes, it's French.
We're all Bajorans, so our last name goes first.
Yes.
Dixon. We're from the Dixon family.
Yes. This is Dixon Butts. This is Dixon Mouse. This is Dixon Hand. But yeah, so they get to
Dixon Attachment.
Yeah, so they get to the planet and they're doing their planet stuff. Hiking.
What are you doing? Planets.
Like turning her ankles and like getting scrapes and stuff.
And they see all kinds of weird snakes and armadillos. That lizard, the monitor lizard. There's all kinds of weird stuff. But it's so tropey because every time you see a movie with the desert or the jungle, there's just random snakes hanging out. Like, hey, there's a boa constrictor. Cool. Hey.
It's the same. Like there's a reptile union, and they're like, no, if you're gonna do a jungle, you have to have at least 3 animals in it. It's called the Indiana Jones rule.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Predator rule too. Yep. It's predator rule.
It would have been cool if Worf would have been like, I hate snakes.
Trouser snakes.
Yeah. He loves those.
I got 2 of them. Do you think do Klingons just put one down each pant leg?
I would think probably.
I don't know.
I can't remember how we decided, like, whether they were next to each other or, like, on top of each other.
I'm guessing they're on top of each other because of how the guy was peeing in Discovery.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, they're on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you could still, like...
One on each
split
side,
them.
yeah.
Dicks akimbo.
I wonder if there's, like, a dominant dick and, like, the smaller dick. You know how, like, lobsters have, like, the one big claw and then they have the small claw? Like, is it like that with Klingon dicks?
Could be. Like a dominant, like a more dominant one.
But which one would be bigger? Like, do some people have a bigger top one and some have a
Yeah,
bigger
kind of
bottom
like
one?
you might have left or right-handed, you know?
Yeah, it's like it would be
top or
dominant.
bottom dicked.
Yeah. You know what? That's a really interesting way to think about that. I never thought about it. Because you could have that makes sense.
I'm top dick dominant.
Yeah.
Like, it has to go on the dating profiles.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bottom.
Some girls are top dick dominant queens, so...
I'm a bottom. You know?
Maybe something different in
Yeah.
the Klingon Empire.
Oh,
over
cool.
on the first city of Kronos.
Yes, the first city of Kronos. Oh, man.
I spent too much time thinking about Klingon dicks.
I mean, if you're going to think about any alien reproductive organs, I think Klingons probably have the coolest ones because there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just
Probably
imagine...
have ridges on them, too.
Oh, yeah. And I just imagine, like, the testicles are all just there in, like, a row. Kind of like one of those office ball things that you swing back and forth. They're just 4. Just...
You know, this might sound a little weird, but I don't think Klingon genitals are scary. Like, I think a lot of alien genitals are going to be kind of scary to see. You're like, oh, my God, how does that work? But Klingons, like, they probably just look really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Define impressive. What does that mean?
I don't know. They just, like, look nice.
Like, are they adorned with things? Like jewels?
That's a warrior's cock.
So it has a sword. It carries like a little sword and shield.
Yeah.
That's the genitals of a warrior.
Yeah, I don't want to see Cardassian genitals.
Mm-mm.
Shooting at the walls of heartache. Bang, bang. Genitals of the warrior. Yeah, well, Cardassians aren't an attractive people, and neither are the Klingon, and neither are the Cardassians. I think I said those twice. I meant the
Romulans.
The Romulans are okay. I was thinking more of the Ferengi. Like, they're not attractive people.
Mm.
Like, I'm put off just by the it's not even so much the ears and the head. It's the sharp teeth. That's an automatic, like, whoa. Me. You know,
But I think if you saw a Ferengi with regular teeth, then it would look weird. Like,
that would be awesome.
What's wrong with that guy's teeth?
That'd be like when you made it because you got some fronts. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm so rich. I got new teeth, baby. Look at that. These are platinum. Ding.
It's a new trend on Ferenginar.
Yeah.
I don't need a tooth sharpener. I need a tooth duller.
Yeah, baby. I'm setting the trends. Yeah, the sharp teeth just weird me out. And how the way Rom has that one that just jets out like that, just it's a bad look.
Like he's a narwhal or something.
Yeah. And like, how is she supposed to kiss him with that narwhal tooth hanging out? Like, I don't get it.
That's how she likes it, I guess.
I mean, I do like the way that all the races are kind of attracted to each other. Like when we watch it, I'm like, ugh, Ferengi, weird. But everybody's like, yeah, just Ferengi. Like, it's not a big deal. That's why our society isn't as cool as space. Yeah, because once we can,
Ferengi's the best head.
They do. They're gentle lovers.
The 207th rule of acquisition
is swallow.
Are you space racist, Bob?
No, I wouldn't say that. There's just some space, I guess, organizations and groups that I'm more visually attracted to, if you will. Right? Like, I just don't find Ferengis attractive.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Klingons are cool. I like their culture, and I dig their stuff, and the Ridges are fun. The Orions, of course. Romulans are cool with me. I like.
They're not really attractive.
They can be. I mean, I think Vulcans are attractive. I find Vulcans attractive. I don't know why.
I think Romulans, their biggest problem is the way they dress.
Yeah, they just have bad fashion sense. Like, if you totally took a Romulan on like a makeover style show,
Queer Eye for the Straight Romulan.
Yeah, that
like
would.
The what not to wear. People come in.
Like, look,
Stacey and Clinton show up.
You got to take off the shoulder pads and the spikes. It's just not working. Why does everything have shoulder pads?
Bring us everything in your closet. There's only one thing there.
And it all has shoulder pads and spikes.
Yeah. It's just one gray shoulder pad and spiked.
Yeah.
Outfit.
How big do your shoulders need to be, Romulan, Fred? They look like when the football players wear the winter coats on the sidelines with the shoulder pads, like the actual shoulder pads. Like, that's what they look like to me. Like, oh, it's just the lineman who's cold in February. He needs his jacket. Of course he needs a jacket. They're in Buffalo. It's freezing in Buffalo in January. But no, that's just a Romulan on board his Romulan ship on his back on his way to Romulus. Romulus. But yeah, it's just the Ferengi kind of weird me out. I can't front. They're just weird with the bumpy heads and the weird ears and the teeth. It's the teeth. They freak me out.
I mean, I wouldn't let a Ferengi go down on me or anything.
No, because it would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Not Rom for sure.
Yeah, with the narwhal one. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure anybody could get your teeth out the way for the most part.
I don't know. That'd be a lot of you need a pretty big dental dam for that one.
Yeah.
Have to wear like a mouth. Hold on, put this mouthpiece in. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk. I don't know. But everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
It might be. You never know.
Like with the Cardassian, you can put your balls in their spoon head and then kind of that way,
It's Kardashian.
Kardashian shades.
Yeah. That's why I love this podcast. You guys had the same thought at the exact same time. Kardashian shades. And that's what they will forever be known as from this moment out. Kardashian shades. Oh, Kardashian shades. Yeah, that's when you put your dick and balls in somebody's food.
I'm going to write a DS9 novel called Kardashian Shades. And it'll be our inside joke.
I'm down with that. I love inside jokes. But yeah,
I think this show is exactly like based around inside jokes. It's just a 7-year string of inside jokes.
Yeah, and I got no problem with that.
Nah.
You know, and other some people seem to like it more than others, which is fine. You know?
Great.
Yeah.
They don't like us. They're wrong. They're wrong.
They're wrong. I agree. So anywho, yeah, so they go on the space mission and they get intercepted. They're having like a good old time. They're wearing their really brightly shiny blankets in the middle of the woods trying to make sure they don't get found, which is dumb. And they have like they have like mattresses and stuff. Like it's so odd. And
they're just camping.
Yeah.
They're just camping.
And they're like luxury camping because they have like a little heater and they have mattresses and they have, you know, shiny blankets, and they hear the animals and they're making jokes and being cute and having a good time. And all of a sudden the animals start going the other way. And then Worf was like, there's someone coming, quickly hide. And sure enough, there's like a patrol of.
They had so much stuff to pick up because they brought so many. Okay,
oh, don't forget my hair dryer.
Wait, I need 3 minutes to deflate the air mattress. Hold on.
Just step on it. It'll go way quicker. Yeah, so that, but my question is, why don't the Jem'Hadar, why aren't they predatored right now? Shouldn't they be predatored, so you can't see them because they're just kind of walking through the woods?
Wasn't there something about they don't have enough Ketracel white or something, so they can't do it?
Oh, is that
when they were crashed on that planet, and you remember the Vorta guy was injured in the cave?
Yes.
And they only had so much Ketracel white, and those guys couldn't predator because of it. Well,
there's only so much Tetracell white left in the Empire, or there's only...
Yeah, because they just, they're trying to set up that new facility to produce more.
Okay. So
I think that's what it has to do with, if I remember correctly.
That would make sense.
So you're saying that the Jem'Hadar gets so high that they can become predatored? Wow, that's really high.
I'm invisible, man.
Dude, I'm so baked. You guys can't see.
Now they just think they're invisible because it's that knockoff Ketracel white.
You guys can't see me, I bet. I'm so blazed right now. Look, I'm so fast. You can't see me.
I can't see anything, dude.
I'm so fast. I can't see. You can't see me. I'm so fast. Man, I'm so baked right now. So that's okay. All right. Yeah, so then all of a sudden Worf blasts.
So in Half Baked, when he goes to different types of high people, there's the Jem'Hadar high people who go invisible because they smoke so much weed.
You can't see me. I know you can't. No, dude, you're right there. No, man, no.
I'm invisible.
I've altered my chemical balance. The light reflects off me in an odd way. I'm so stoned right now.
The light just bends around my body.
Yeah, man.
I
can bend light with my stonedness.
Oh, man, let's listen to some Doors records.
I'm becoming part of the jungle right now.
Yeah, man. Me and
I'm totally a lizard right now.
me and that tree are brothers.
His name is Ralph. And he's been alive for 352 years.
You can't see me.
He's seen a lot of stuff.
You can't see my hand. All of a sudden, they get blasted. And then Jadzia gets blasted as well. But somehow there's an anti-coagulal beam that is racing through her body.
I think they mentioned this before in another episode when Quark was running guns. I think one of the weapons they had that modification where even if it didn't kill you, it would make you not able to stop bleeding.
I'm glad you remembered that because I was like, this is some bullshit.
Now,
I never heard of
isn't this?
No, it's still bullshit, but
but you know what though? It's good that they're recycling bullshit. You know, like it's good that they mentioned it.
I could be wrong. I could be remembering it wrong, but I think if I remember correctly, they brought it up in that episode.
Well, I mean, we can always go back and check. I'm sure one of the listeners can find out as well. But it's always cool.
We will.
It's no, I'm not. I'm way past that episode at this point. I got to forge ahead to Voyager. Ugh.
I mean, that was a good episode and all, but you know, it's gonna be a few years before I get back to it.
Shot her with the plot device gun. That's what it was.
Hey, man. But you know what, though? At least they mentioned the plot device many moons ago, so they just didn't pull it out of thin air. You know, I respect that. You know, sometimes you got to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they get blasted, and now she can't stop bleeding.
For 4 days.
So she's on her period.
She's real angry.
They need some Tampax.
He's got to take her down the street to find some chocolate. I gotta carry you down to the grocery store, get you some chocolate bars.
I forged some cocoa beans here, so
that's not what I want.
Why do you always forge the wrong things for me? I hate you.
You don't even know me.
Oh boy.
You're the worst.
The worm hates you too.
No, not the worm.
The worm loves me.
That's my favorite part of you. I mean nothing.
The worm loves me. But yeah, so they do their thing. And
This is the point where this episode becomes the Quark and Odo having to climb the mountain episode. Kind of.
Yes and no.
Except
I mean,
it's exactly the opposite because Odo and Quark hated each other and had to get through it, but Worf and Jadzia love each other and have to get through this, and he has to leave her behind in order to try and finish the mission.
Yeah, but I think, but they also changed the stakes a little bit, which is cool. I like the idea,
but I mean, it was reminiscent.
Yeah, no, it has that. It definitely has that feeling, but I also think it's different because it's, you know, a married man and woman, and it's trying to like test the boundaries of their relationship, if that makes sense. You know, like what is Worf going to do? He is, you know, a man who's, you know, by his own admission, like honor bound and duty. That's what he's always been about. Dude. But now, you know, he's put in a situation where he has to choose his honor and his duty or his wife. You know, I think it's kind of a cool thing for him. And it's almost like
it helps to have a smoking hot wife too.
Oh yeah.
You can't die. I'll never find someone as hot as you ever again.
Exactly.
But I really dig it though. I kind of like it because you have, and this episode works for Worf because you have 7 seasons of TNG of that honor bound, you know, Starfleet is blah blah blah, everything coming into Deep Space Nine, 2 more seasons. So you've got 9 seasons of Worf being like by the book, Mr. Business, Starfleet business is the way I'm at. That's my life. And now all of a sudden he's put in a precarious situation. And what's he going to do? You know?
Yeah.
And we did see Picard face a similar situation when he had to leave his piano playing girlfriend on the planet that a solar flare was coming towards. And he left her there and he didn't know if she was alive or dead or whatever. But see, Picard's a captain. Worf is lieutenant commander. Yes, but that's only his piano playing girlfriend. Yeah. So different. I mean, you can always get a new girlfriend. Plays piano in the Jeffries studio.
I mean, Picard should have stayed with the one girl from Risa
she had a weird hairstyle too.
You know, that's what
she
Picard
had a Sally hairstyle, that piano playing chick.
Yeah. I mean, because think about it, all right? Picard had the girl on Risa, right? She was smoking hot.
Mm-hmm.
The piano
Mhm.
player, and then he's always got the
And
doc.
Famke Janssen.
Yeah, and he could always just go get her. I mean, they was in love,
Yeah.
baby. And then
Yeah.
he's also got Beverly to fall back on, Jack. So he's set. He'd be
Mhm.
like, whatever, baby. I got a Rolodex of hoes that I can just call anytime, baby.
And they're all talented.
Yeah, they all got their skill, they different skills. One of them is a thief. She be stealing shit.
Beverly can dance for me. She can do a tap dance for me.
Yeah, she can dance on my dick. And then the other one is just a perfect woman made for another man who's me. I mean, that's some cold, ruthless stuff right there. Mr. Steal Your Girl, who was made for you, son. How did I do that? I don't even know. But he's just so fly. He's got so much game.
Picard is the original Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, well, no, he's future Mr. Steal Your Girl. But he's future
original.
He's future
Now,
original.
he went back in time, and who sings that song? Trey Songs.
I don't
Whoever
even
that
know.
is. He told that guy, "Hey man, you need to write a song about me."
But the thing is, Picard's even cooler because he steals Yo Girl that was made specifically for you. Like, that's a talent. This woman was born and bred and raised and trained in the art of pleasing one man, and Picard's like, that's mine. I got it like that. Like, damn. You know? That's tight.
Hopefully, that's what the Picard series is about.
Just,
Picard goes and takes it.
he's just going stealing your girl.
Yeah, every episode.
I'm more excited than ever.
I'm here to steal your girl, buddy. Give her to me.
He just goes to different nightclubs across the galaxy.
And just breaks up happy homes.
Yeah, does that dance he does in Insurrection.
Wearing the short robe.
Yeah.
He's got the short robe on doing the insurrection dance. Steal your girl.
I got a squad of hoes.
I snap my finger. She comes with me. Yeah, Picard, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
That's the Picard series we deserve.
Yes. That's the Picard series we're writing right now.
Yeah.
To all
Season 2.
Yep, it's all the girls Picard's loved before. He just goes and takes them.
You know, that's the show Patrick Stewart wants to do.
I let you go when I was...
Borgify.
Yes. I let you go when I was a captain.
Girl.
Yes. When I was a captain, I was forced to give you back to your men. But now that I'm free of Starfleet's rules and regulations, I'm stealing all your girls.
Good for him.
Yeah, he deserves it. He worked hard.
He's like 200 years old.
Yeah.
Just steal all the girls.
And think about how many girls he had to give up because Starfleet. Like, he was, now he ain't got that albatross to carry around no more.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to go 900 years in the future and steal all the Discovery girls, too.
Uh-huh. He a player. Ain't no doubt. But yeah, so she's going to die. Everybody knows it. Worf knows it because her blood pressure's up and down, and her
She's
makeup.
leaving blood stains on rocks.
No, she was on her period.
Yeah. Okay.
So, oh man, I gotta wipe my on this wall. It's like
They had to use the tampons as bandages. So.
it's like a shitty graffiti art. Jadzia was here, but yeah, so she's dead. She's dying, and then they kind of have the moment like, if you gotta finish the mission, you gotta get this guy. I can't do it, baby. I can't leave you. Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta finish the mission. I'll leave. Then Worf leaves, and then all of a sudden he hears his heart beating, and he returns back to Jadzia.
After he throws his knife in the tree.
Yeah, it's very symbolic.
Honestly, I didn't know what was happening there because I thought he had arrived where the guy was supposed to be, and he wasn't there. And he was like, "Fuck it."
Well, that could have, that could have been the easy out for the episode. Like, he could have showed up, and that guy could have been dead. But no, he wasn't dead. Worf just went back.
It's better that he went back, but
Yeah.
it wasn't clear to me immediately that he just went back. You know what I mean?
you heard the heart, and I was like, what's with the heart thing?
Yeah,
And
it was just
yeah. Well, I mean, I think they did a good job explaining it, because they explained that Worf has his meeting with the captain, and he says, "Tell me what happened," because the guy died. Like the spy inside of Cardassia was killed, and now his
for
secrets
some reason he decided to go back to the base. It's like,
Yeah,
why'd you do that?
yeah,
You
that
must have
doesn't
wanted it.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But he did, and all his secrets are dead with him. And then Worf explains, well, when you were at my wedding, you remember the awesome party we had? I mean, we hadn't written all the thank you cards yet. And no, I didn't want to return the gifts, and I thought it would have been rude. So I went back. But the Klingon warriors and the Klingon heart and blah, blah, blah. And he just Klingons him. And what's he going to say at that point? He can't be like, your religion's dumb, because then he's insensitive. And then Cisco will be in sensitivity training, because he's not being very PC at that point.
But how many reprimands are people allowed to have on their record in Starfleet?
A lot.
Unlimited.
Yeah, apparently.
Like breadsticks at Olive Garden, baby. Unlimited.
Like, season 7 of TNG was basically Picard giving everybody reprimands for not doing the right thing.
It's like, whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's not like you make any more money if you're a higher rank. Nobody gets anything, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
You know?
Did you get to boss people around more?
I guess, if you're into that. You know? Oh, but yeah, so...
But he says he's never going to get a command of a ship after that. And doesn't he get the Defiant after that?
Well, he's not going to get, like...
Does he actually become the captain? I think he just takes it for a scene when they're fighting the Borg in First Contact.
Hmm.
I don't know that he ever becomes the actual commander.
Yeah, he's not.
Canon,
Yeah. But yes, and then but he tells him, I'd have done the same thing myself. And
if it were Jennifer or Mirror Jennifer, I would do the same thing.
It was good. And then they have their cute little moment where they have jokes, and she's going to be okay. And then the episode's over. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was great. The B story was wonderful. The love story was wonderful. I'm gonna give this episode an 8. I was touched. I cried at the end. I was bawling. I wasn't bawling. I was holding back. I was holding back the tears. It was really good. So, call me what you will, but I really liked it.
You old softy.
I am. I can't help it, Dennis. I'm an old softy.
It's good, man. I'm glad you still believe in love.
I do. Do you believe in love? Dennis, what do you think?
I think this is a 7. It's pretty good. I think they dropped the B story a little kind of abruptly for me. I would have liked to seen it come back at the end. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I really didn't like how they just dropped the B story. Like, they kind of set it up like they were kind of, I don't know, like, and I actually thought that Julian was just fucking with Quark the entire time. Like, I thought he was gonna be like, haha, gotcha.
Yeah.
You thought I was falling in love with Jadzia and you were tricking me. Nope, I was tricking you. No. So that kind of pissed me off a little bit. But like it was an okay episode for me. I mean, despite my bitterness. I thought, like, honestly, I thought it was like basically for DS9 it was just an episode.
Really?
So I'm gonna give it like a 5.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. I think it's cool because we're kind of all over the map on this one. I thought the Beast
rare for DS9. Usually we're pretty much in sync on DS9, but every once in a while it happens.
Yeah, I do like the fact that I fucking forgot what I was gonna say. So never mind. I must not have liked it that much.
Something about the B story?
Yeah, I do agree with Jenny that I thought like Quark was going to lose anyway, but I like how they kind of played up the Julian still loves Jadzia.
I don't remember him being that in love with her before. I thought he was more in love with Kira.
No, it was kind of always Jadzia, but I thought
Okay.
it was just more he just wanted to fuck.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you know, sometimes that's what it is, you know, but I thought it was cute. I enjoyed that part of it because I know Quark has always had a soft spot for Jadzia. And I thought it was kind of cool that like these two guys who were rejected by her were having like a pity party together. I thought it was cool. I liked it, and
I did like that he used it against him.
Yeah, me too.
That's fun.
Yeah, because even with his genetically enhanced brain, he doesn't have genetically enhanced feelings, mama, and he is still susceptible to love. You know,
Sucker.
stupid idiot.
I mean, I understand.
And I thought it was when
It's one of my biggest failings.
when he said, what did he say? Sometimes she can just walk by the infirmary and wink, and I know that the day is worth it. And I was like, oh, this episode was very sappy. It was very sappy, but it was done really well. I thought that was a good scene. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so there you go. That's the episode this week, everybody. Thank you for listening to Dork Trek. We the best. You the best. Thank you to all the people that support the show on Patreon. If you're listening to this and you say, hey, man, I want to give you $1, go to patreon.com/DorkTrek and give us $1. And we would be happy for your $1 because we'll
shake our butts for you.
We will. We've been doing the show for a really long time, and we appreciate everyone that supports it. We especially appreciate the people that support us on Patreon because it's awesome, and you guys are awesome. So thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week. You guys can't see that on
Patreons can. They're
That's
special.
true. All right.
I don't understand.
Bye.